Live. You're live. Hello everyone. I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater Remake on the RTX 3060, 4060, 5060, and the GTX 1650. How are you guys doing? Welcome. So, it's finally here, one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 2 era, but remade on UE5. As usual, we're going to check out the requirements and see what all this is about. But seeing this is UE5, I didn't have very high hopes, but I'm going to tell you more in a moment. 70% positive at the moment. So no ultra wide, no unlocked FPS. 6 FPS cap. GG. So yeah, here I am. I actually tried it on Steam Deck. I have a video ready for you guys after this live stream, so you can see how it runs on deck. Let's just say it's not very solid, but yeah. Let's see the requirements very quick. Got lossless scaling downloaded just for this game. That's okay, it works, I guess. So the requirements are pretty simple. i5 8600, Ryzen 5 3600. Pretty normal. Same with the recommended requirements. It's funny that the recommended CPU is the same one as the minimum. You can really see it's GPU limited. 16 gigabytes of RAM. RTX 2060 Super 8 gigabytes. So the game recommends at least 8 gigabytes of VRAM, I guess. DX12 100 gigabytes of space. And well, is it true that this game performs worse in PS5 Pro than base PS5? Yes, I saw a video talking about it. Actually, it does, because the PS5 Pro targets a higher resolution, but it cannot really hold it very well. Let's leave it at that. Game code provided by Konami, not this time. Maybe next time. We'll see. I usually talk to Konami on some games that are not their biggest games, but for this one I didn't get a response, so maybe next time. Okay, allow. So okay, let's get into the game. Check the settings very quick, but honestly, I played it again already on Steam Deck. It's interesting what's in the menu, and by interesting I mean lackluster, very little options, but hey. These days the consumer is the quality assurance department. Yeah, that's why I cannot work as a tester nowadays. I used to be able to. Now QA is basically either ChatGPT or the actual users. 80 euro. Yeah, luckily in my region is $60 for the special GigaChat edition that lets you play 2 days early. That's why I can play it right now. But yeah, ridiculous. Are you going to test Gears of War? Definitely. Apparently it also has technical issues. Funnily enough, the Gears of War Reloaded thing, it's actually Unreal Engine 3. Still UE3. They didn't swap to UE4, interestingly enough. Metal Gear Solid, VRAM Eater. Kept you waiting, huh? That graph is not looking good. Yeah, it's compiling shaders. It's a classic. I'd rather have that thing loading at in the first launch. If you see behind me, there's a loading screen. You never played a Metal Gear before and you have a 4070 Ti. Should it work great? Yeah, sure. Shouldn't be an issue. Thanks, Ilyes Alowani. I appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around, by the way. I remember your name, sir. But personally, the Omar 1419, I think you're better off playing Metal Gear Solid 5 at the moment and wait for this one to drop in price. I'll do that personally. Just because Metal Gear Solid 5 on your PC will run at 60 frames locked at 4K with the highest settings. And it's a completely different game to this one. So yeah, the original MGS3 will always be better. Yeah, the thing with MGS3, at least in my opinion, is that the controls didn't age so well. That's it. Other than that, we're good. For Metal Gear Solid 3, actually, I recommend downloading a mod that adds crouching like in the 3DS version. Other than that, Forget about native resolution. Yeah, native resolution is overrated, right? Yeah, native resolution, unfortunately, is a thing of the past. Okay. Graphics. Let's go full screen. I was at 4K. There we go. Okay, the game does actually have full screen. GG on that. Usually that doesn't happen. Maximum frame rate up to 60. Doesn't go above 60. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. TSR, FSR, and DLSS. FSR looks horrible. I tried it on the Steam Deck. FSR, stay away from it. TSR looks better, and DLSS probably looks the best. So we're going to start with DLAA. And when it comes to the graphic settings, this is all that you have. You have low, medium, high, ultra, low, medium, high, ultra on textures, global illumination, and shadows. That's it. No effect quality, no draw distance, no grass quality, nothing. Filter, if you want the legacy filter, which I'm going to keep. And that's it. That's the graphic settings. I guess congratulations. So yeah, that's ridiculous. But hey, let's go. Highest settings, DLAA, 1080p, 3060. I'm going to start a new game. And I love that they still kept this. I like MGS4, I like Peace Walker, I like MGS5, I like everything. And they tell you what's included. Additional equipment, uniform banana. Let's start with, I'll play 3. So you have the legacy style, which is a different camera. And this one is freely movable third person, which is this is more like MGS5. And then you got all the difficulty. I'm going to put it on normal. And we're going to hide all the tips. You should do some testing with using left side scaling. I'm going to. After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. What a start. I don't like Konami. Who does? So yeah, it's locked to 60. The PS2 were fine if you ask me. Yeah, I mean, let me skip everything. Cutscenes are nice, but this is one-to-one with the cutscenes of the original. So if you played the original, you saw these cutscenes. We'll skip all this. Okay. So at native 1080p on hold up. Native 1080p on the highest settings is below 30 FPS. Oh, and hold on, my capture card died. One sec. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So this is how it runs. Doing nothing. And VRAM is already at 7 gigs. So let me do high instead of ultra. So high instead of ultra, what happens? Okay, by dropping it from ultra to high, you get double the performance, which is what usually happens. So we get 43 FPS. It's okay, whatever. Hold on, before doing that. Yeah, I think this is better. So I keep it looking this way, and let me record a few seconds of gameplay. But on high 1080p, it runs like absolute dog shit. What is this? Now let's go to medium. And on medium we get almost the same performance. And let's go for low. Low, guys, low settings in this game is hilarious. Look at low settings for a moment. This you guys will you'll love this. What the hell is this? On low, it looks worse than on PlayStation 2. What the hell they're doing? Dude. It's hilarious. Anyway, let me do a side by side very quickly. Now that I'm here, I might as well. So here's the side by side. Let me hit play. So the one at the left is lowest, medium is medium, and right is high. So the performance difference, I mean, okay, fine. On low there's no light. On low, light doesn't exist. On medium you get some stuff. Oh, here's me. On high it has more rays on lumen, so you actually get better shading around the character. Then shadows, yeah, a little bit higher resolution. But overall, the light bounces seems to be the biggest difference, I'd say. But low settings is laughable. This, guys, don't even play on low settings. It's ridiculous. Ultra and high looks basically the same to me. So if you want the best performance, I think medium is okay. So what I'm going to do is put this on medium. Actually, let's put it on high. And we're going to be using upscaling anyway, right? So yeah, UE5 for the win, I guess. Let's keep it like this for now and then use upscaling. Okay, I can walk slowly. I can crouch. This animation looks just like in MGS5. What I'm wondering though if it's an open map instead of being like in the original that we had separate areas. If we have separate areas, I'm going to be mad because of the performance. Oh, and there's no sound for some reason. What the hell? Hold up. Why the hell don't I have sound? Yeah, that has sound, but the game doesn't. Hold up. I think I need borderless full screen for that. DLSS 4 strongly recommended, definitely. I don't recommend it, I insist on it. Sorry, my capture card forces me to play at borderless full screen. Otherwise, I don't have I don't have audio. Sorry, guys. Yeah, 90s resolutions coming back. There we go. Okay, let me skip this. Here we go. We skip this. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Don't freaking tell. If this is a freaking separated area like in the original game, I'm going to be angry. Hold up. I gotta eat a snake. Okay, let's see. It's a freaking segmented map. Dude, what the hell? Okay, it's still a separated map like in the original. It's not an open map. So the performance makes even less sense. It's a segmented map. It's fine, whatever. But this makes the performance make even less sense. Because the maps are separate. It's not like we're in a very big open location that needs to load a lot of assets. And I lose 10 frames by rolling due to the effects. A 100 gigs! 100 freaking gigabytes. Hotkey resolution switcher. Yeah, I need one of those. Thanks for the heads up, by the way. I'm going to implement it for the next stream. Legacy mode. What do you mean? No, legacy mode is just a filter. Apply a filter that changes the look and feel of the game when playing in legacy style. It's just a filter. Like this. This is just a filter. I don't get it. Yeah, here, another one. Why? No, it's not worth $80. No. With this performance, I mean, it looks great, don't get me wrong. If it's the same game as the PS2 version with the quality of life improvements and better graphics. But I cannot recommend it with this performance. This performance is ridiculous. We're on high settings. And there is very few options. Let's put it on medium and put some upscaling because... oh man. What a disappointment. Let's put it on quality. The only thing on ultra is the texture quality. So DLSS quality. Okay, even with DLSS on quality, we're getting 40 FPS. So yeah, it does look nice, but that's about it. Yeah, Kojima wouldn't be happy about this, but that's besides the point. I mean, Kojima, this game on PS5 is between 720p and 1080p internal resolution. And if you look at Death Stranding 2, that visually is also very complex. There's less happening on that game, obviously. But these are corridors. At least on Death Stranding 2, you got expansive maps in comparison. And it still runs better than this. There we go. Not the bees! I thought the bees distracted him. Oh dude, I suck. This is HQ. Decima is miles better than UE5. I mean, yeah, at least you can scale it better. They could at least put FSR or XeSS. They did. The thing is... ooh, hold up. I'm going to die. Bye-bye. Okay, that's just like the original in that regard. Yeah, no wonder Kojima doesn't want to play this. I mean, this performance is inexcusable. I'm going to grab the rifle. Sorry, the assault rifle. Yeah, this runs worse than the Oblivion remake, somehow. Without an open world. What is Virtuous doing, man? I mean, I love Metal Gear Solid 3, but this doesn't make any sense. How? Is MGS Delta skipped for now and wait for updates? Is wait for a sale. Especially, I mean, the performance makes no sense at all. Again, just look at this. This part, there will be a cutoff of the map. How is that? How does that make sense with the performance? I mean, if it was an open map, fine, I get it. It's a very lush environment with lots of trees, but no, it's not. Yeah, and usually, yeah, you're right. When there's updates, not much changes, honestly. Yeah, Stalker 2, where is the improvement? Let me see. Also, the best way to improve performance, if you put it on low, the performance improvement, it's large, but you don't have lighting. So, no wonder it's locked to 60 FPS. On low, basically, you have no lighting. It's gone. This is so stupid. The laziest low settings I've seen. Just turn off lighting, man. You don't need it. You just need to put medium shadows and global illumination, otherwise the visuals are broken. So yeah, that's great. Let's try more upscaling, I guess. Not much that we can do. Let's try balanced. Okay, balance. But it's a very low resolution. Also, the upscaler is not doing a great job. Snake's hair is pretty, how to say, it's pretty grainy. I would probably force DLSS 4 in a game like this. Oh, I have my machine gun. Hold up. Not my machine gun, my rifle. I still do not remember how to swap weapons, so hold up. There we go. We'll run the same on 4060. On the 4060 will be a bit faster, but that's it. Yeah, I know. I need to kill all the enemies first. Yeah, rage baiters, ignore them. Don't give them what they want. Okay, let's hold for the alert. Okay, there we go. Really? Fine. Come on. Block button is the solution. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they locked it to 60, which makes no sense, but it's so hard to get 60s that what's the point, right?
He's a member of the Army's extreme...
Sokolov.
Major, this is Snake.
Major. Colonel. MGS5 was also capped at 60. Yeah, but that game, at least back then, with their engine, the Fox engine, they probably had a decent reason, especially considering that game runs fantastically well. It ran even on garbage PCs back in the day. Low-end PCs from MGS5 days and lower than that run the game very, very well. That's the difference. Is a classic collection port on MGS3 good? It's not the best, but there's a lot of mods to improve it. But you can get unlocked frame rates anyway. I forgot what I have to do here. I haven't played this game in years. I guess it's with you. These barrels are huge. UE5 has ruined a lot of games for me. Yep, it did. Oh, I need to go back. I'm an idiot. I forgot. Yeah, they took Sokolov, and I need to go after him. But performance is abysmal. And we're on ultra textures. Some textures are not so great either. So yeah, not even on 1080p with balanced upscaling, we can get 60 frames. GG, I guess. Let's do 1440p. So let me change the resolution. So 1440p, and I'm going to keep it unbalanced, I guess. Balance at 1440p is usually okay. But again, don't go below medium on shadows or you're screwed. Same with global illumination. Ultra performance, I think there's no ultra performance on this one. Yeah, there's no ultra performance. But you're not playing this game at 60. Ah, what a waste. This could have been so good, man. I'm fine if the game is the same and they add quality of life and whatever, but there's even sectioned off maps like in the original. There's no reason for performance to be so dreadful. I cannot justify this. Okay. Let's cure myself. I love this mechanic on the PS2. Wound still open. Disinfect. It's funny because you can do it on any order. We sutured it, we bandage it. And if I'm bleeding, there we go. Yeah. We close the wound, disinfect, bandage, bleeding, and the wound will be locked in a moment. Stabilize. I guess it's a splint. I'm a doctor, guys. I guess. No bandage. Wow. He's completely broken. I completely forgot about this. Okay, we're done. We have performance roadmap. Yeah, clown face. It's just a regular remaster, yeah. The thing is, they put better gameplay. And by better gameplay, I mean similar to Metal Gear Solid 5 when it comes to movement and all that. Which is not a bad thing. I like that. The thing is, and the graphics are better, but the game itself is still the same. If you played it before, same game with better graphics and better controls.
Yesterday, the White House.
I expected way more as well. I mean, it's a great idea, but if you think about it, how it makes no sense that it runs like this. There's no reason for the game to run like this. I think at night it's even worse, actually. At night it looks fantastic. Phantom Pain was peak on controls, I agree. And again, segmented levels. No, I don't think the game is worth buying right now. At least not at the price that they're asking for. I wonder if the original game is under the hood, like they did with Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and with Oblivion. Maybe that's what they're doing. They have the base game maybe in the background, and this is just on top of it. I guess it was too good to be true. There we go. Of course, I don't have any guns. I forgot about it. Let them pass. You're cool. Oh, that's why it's locked to 60. But Metal Gear Solid 3, the PC version that from the Master Collection, it's actually, it can run above 60. Oh yeah, when they're fighting me, I drew up 10 frames. What the hell? Oh, I need to cure myself. Oh, poison. Oh, a snake got me. Wait, this is hard lock to 60? Yes, sir. You read that right. And we're on medium settings because low removes lighting altogether. You have no shadows, no lights, nothing. And I think there's no running button. I can just walk. Maybe I'm missing something. I think this game will be the reason why I'm going to make a video manually on the graphics cards as well. Speak! It's overall better to wait a few months? Yeah. Especially for the price. I don't usually trust any UE5 developer on patches. Because they usually don't improve it that much. Yeah, you're better off saving. Save for Resident Evil Requiem. Hopefully that runs well. I was just responding to someone. Oh, I wasn't... Yeah, I don't know. Is overclocking the 3060 worth it? I mean, there's not a lot. I'll underbolt it, actually. You get lower temps. Maybe you can overclock it a little bit, but it's a very small improvement. Overclocking isn't what it used to be. It used to make a huge difference. Now, not so much. Funny how UE5 games never use much VRAM. What do you mean? they can use tons of VRAM. And the game is very dark. Which in my opinion is very cool, but still. I forgot what I had to do here. Hang on, let me increase the brightness. This is a little bit too dark. For HDR users, that's probably good though. Yeah, way better. I can actually see now. Yeah, UE5 can have memory leaks. It's pretty common, but it all depends on what the developers do with it. Does the higher tier cards run any better than this? It's kind of pathetic. I agree. We're about to find out. I'm going to swap in a moment. See ya. I cannot hit him, really. I tried to run, but I forget that that doesn't exist. Excuse me, guys. Perfect. Oh, I don't have any. Okay. No rations. Ah! And thanks, Hito, for being a member for 43 months. Holy hell. Thank you so much. Still, the gameplay feels a bit stiff on combat. If I have the grenade on my hand, I cannot do fist fights. Pro gameplay. Let them pass. You're cool. Hang on, before I do anything, let's try performance upscaling at 1440p. Which is ridiculous that I have to do it. And thank you so much, Desperado191, for another donation, $4.99. Thank you so much, sir. You're so kind. He says, is it weird? I kind of like the low setting just to pretend there's no trees there. I don't like it. Low settings, doesn't have lights. No worries. Happy to help. I don't think it's DLSS 4. Still, the fact that I have to do performance upscaling at 1440p is hilarious. It's probably my backpack, of course. Everything was in my backpack. No, you don't. And to think that I finished this game on PS3 without killing anyone. My adolescent self was a Giga Chad. Anybody else? Yes. Ooh, I didn't know that exploded. Well, at least now I know that I had to equip manually my guns. That's why I was dying. I didn't have guns. Foxhound rank. Yeah, I had a lot of time in my hands back then. As someone without a VRR monitor, 40 FPS average is especially painful. Yeah, man. By the way, performance upscaling, still not enough if we want to do actual decent 1440p, but it's one of the few ways to do it. Going lower than this, not going to do anything. And ultra performance upscaling doesn't exist. So again, if you go below medium, there's no lighting. Lighting is gone. So we're now at 4K. Okay. Another one down. No, el opening del juego sigue siendo el mismo, es todo igual. Jesus, it's a tank. Oh, it's so hard to aim with this inconsistent frame rate. I think they're all gone. I think... Oh, 2 left. My bad. Maybe they're here. Something like that. But 4K looks way sharper, obviously, despite being performance upscaling. It's way more pixels at 4040p as a base resolution. Okay, the last one is probably here. Yeah. Cardboard box? Yeah, cardboard box. Okay, he saw me through a wall then. If he's in here... No. Probably upstairs then. Boom, boom. Where? Oh! I'm an idiot. I forgot. Come on, I know you're up there. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Still not open though. Yeah, Expedition 33 runs significantly better than this and the maps are bigger. Although it's a turn-based game. You only need enough performance to parry, but maps are still bigger. And I love this. Whee! How does that work? That's okay, I don't know. Yeah, on Silent Hill 2 they could have done LODs with the fog, but they, for some reason they didn't. Yeah, you should definitely play Expedition 33. No doubt about it. Best game of the year by far. Let's continue. And yet another. Yeah, the GPU market is laughable right now. Ooh, this part is even worse. Jesus Christ. Well, see, there's no even effect quality. Only first person? Okay. Let's get away from the gators and you're good. Hey fishy. He went through the wall. The FPS changed when you look at the sky. Yeah, of course. A classic trick. Look at the sky, you get infinite FPS. Oh man, it runs so much worse with the rain. Leash attached, cigar. And another segmented map. Night water will fix the water FPS drops. Not again. Oh yeah, the electric fence. Not so electric anymore. Anyway, let me see. I forgot how to save. I think, oh yeah, I have to call paramedic.
Saving the game, Snake?
Yep, saving the game.
Hey, Snake, you...
Can you whiz on the electric fence? I'm not sure. I was using the DLSS UI just now. Balance running at higher res. It's 835p. Okay. Hold on. Let's swap GPUs now. So we're going to Ultra, despite not making any sense, on the 4060.
This is HQ. Control here.
So one sec. On Steam Deck will be a nightmare since the game is struggling on PC and even on PS5. What can you do? S happens. $4060. Lumen software lighting looks really bad. With most. What 3060 are you using? It's in the description. It's an old EVGA XC version. And I don't know why my camera also broke there. I swapped GPU already and it got stuck. So there you go, magical GPU change. Sorry about that, guys. Some technical difficulties. Yeah, the base PS5 runs it at 720 with dynamic resolution. So it starts between 720 and 1080. Good thing the game doesn't crash though, I guess. But that's barely the minimum. I mean, the game is expensive. No 1050 Ti, it's been a while, but that one won't be playable, I'm pretty sure. MGS Delta. Oh, interesting. I just got an email from Microsoft, sorry, from Xbox. They're offering me a key for Gears of War Reloaded. Awesome. So I'm making a video on that tomorrow, I guess. Thank you guys for all the support. Otherwise, they wouldn't care about my content. Good timing. It's also a Steam key, so I'll be able to do it on... what's the name of this? I'll be doing it on Steam Deck first, without a doubt. But I'm not sure if I want to do a stream or I should go back to doing individual videos for GPU sometimes. I'm torn on that. Alright. Cool. Should be called Gears of War Unloaded with all the missing content. Dang it! Well, despite that, they sent a key, so that's a good sign. You like individual GPU videos also? Yeah, the thing is I need to, due to the limited time, I need to make a choice. Because I love doing Steam Deck content, but I also like doing GPU testing like I'm doing right now. I mean, I can use the streams as investigation and then do videos, but at the same time, that would mean like 5 videos, which I'm not complaining. I love doing videos on GPUs, but I have a job as well, so it makes it very hard. Yeah, I mixed the Fox engine. That's the worst part of Kojima leaving Konami. The Fox engine just went to Pro Evolution Soccer, which now is called eFootball, but they ditched the Fox engine and went full on Unreal Engine. So the Fox engine wrecked. It was such a great engine, at least for MGS5. Guys, if you want a Metal Gear Solid experience, either play the original for this one, that it's on Steam as well, and it runs very, very well. It's an old game. Or you can also play MGS5. MGS5 is a fantastic game. It's less Metal Gear than the other ones, but it's a fantastic stealth game. We're doing 1650 as well, don't worry. I'll get to it. But again, performance is garbage. So 1080p, let's use native on the highest settings, which again, the highest settings won't do much help. eFootball has mixed reviews on Steam. I'm not surprised. How's VRAM usage? It's been, well, 7 gigs on the highest settings. So if you play on Ultra, the game runs like absolute garbage. More garbage than it already does. So Ultra is not a good option in my opinion. High looks basically the same. If you play on high, you get a massive boost. As you can see, 15 frames ahead. It looks good, the shading is better, but I recommend medium. Actually, medium looks good enough and you get a small boost once again. So this is 1080p by the way. 1080p medium. And since you're not getting 60s like that, we need DLSS quality. And it should be close to 60. So that's not even enough to lock it to 60. So it's a bit better than the 3060, definitely. Not by a big margin. Oh yeah, the mines. Oh, there was one right in front of my head.
HQ. This
This is HQ. Patrol here.
We found signs of an intruder.
Frame Eater.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
The Frame Eater. Do I get shocked if I go this way? I guess so. Oh yeah, the controls still feel a bit weird when it comes to that motion. Please, Snake, do as I'm telling you. There you go. Oops. Oh, dogs. I forgot about the dogs. No CQC. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Not the dog. Also, the sensitivity is way too low. I'm going to increase the sensitivity. Yeah, 1080p medium needs DLSS. Yeah. We live in a simulation. Hold up, the sensitivity is making me nuts. Way better. And I hate that I cannot run. Calorie mate. Oh yeah, I have fish. And a snake. I have to eat it from the backpack. Yeah, the 60 series is basically the new 50 series with a price hike. Do you have the filter set on legacy? Yeah. It was like that by default, but I agree. I tried another filter and it looked bad.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder.
Yeah, we need more fake frames. Am I right? Can you please try high preset with DLSS? It changes almost nothing. You get like 4 frames less. And high adds a little bit better shading around the characters and, well, smaller environments. Let's do 1440p super quick. 30p is basically what I expected. Okay. $1440p balanced, and I'm going to keep it like this, medium. Going higher than this, you lose some frames. It doesn't make a lot of sense to go higher than medium on this card. And DLSS balanced. Oops, I screwed up. Or did I? Is this 1440p? Yeah. And as you can see at 1440p, we get that sacrifice in performance. So that means no 60. Oh, and I forgot my trank gun. There we go. I want some more. I'm sure what people are expecting 4060 high 60 FPS at 1080p is good. It's not high, it's medium. And you need upscaling as well.
Patrol here. Enemy sighted. Commencing attack.
Commencing virtuous mission. Oof. Falcon kick. Here's eating a fish. You can try NVIDIA driver levels with motion frame gen. That shouldn't be necessary. I want some more. Cut on my head. bullet lodged. Don't worry, I have a knife. Even 1580 is struggling with this game at 4K 60 unless using DLSS to get solid 60. And the game is locked to 60 as well. GG. Wrong button.
We need backup. Patrol here. HQ, respond. This is HQ. Patrol here.
Oh,
Enemy sighted. Commencing attack.
defense.
Acknowledged. Eliminate enemies.
Why don't you have a GPU TDP overlay on? Sometimes it doesn't work. Sorry about that. Oh, a nice book. I wonder what's in there. Hold up, I have a rat to consume. Okay. Definitely. This test is the same as before. Splinter, no! Words of friends.
Speak. Ocelot, Commander.
Speak.
He likes quick draw gun duels.
There it goes. Sorry, you got yourself shaving. And if I remember correctly, there's supplies over there. Yep. Where's the Fox engine? Probably in some hard drive, not being utilized. AK-47, finally. MGS5 looked and played better than this. I mean, MGS5 doesn't look better than this. The art style is pretty damn good. This looks more like a photorealistic version of MGS3, which I'm okay with. But MGS5, considering the visuals, runs so much better. It's crazy. But I wouldn't say it has better graphics. It looks good, but I mean, the performance here makes no sense. Also, what's with this cutscene? It looks super blurry at the beginning. I'm trying not to kill him, by the way. Starter engine 5.6. Let's do 4K before I forget. At 4K we should be memory limited, actually. So I'm going to lower textures to high and lower the upscaler to performance. 4K. Ooh, super sharp. A classic. It's now going to hit me with ricochet bullets. Stormtrooper aim. Yeah, he hasn't hit me yet. He now hit me.
I've never felt a tension like this before.
What a classic.
That's so different from simply changing a clip.
And to think when I was a kid, I'm 29. When I was a kid, I played this on PS2. And it's a shot by shot. Copy paste with better graphics. It's kind of wild. No more hat, sir. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's kind of the point. Come on, I know you're there. Yeah, it's a circus clown. I'm happy though they kept the voices from the original. Otherwise it would have been all... Okay, I got him. It would have been all Troy Baker. Oh, I'm in the cave. I completely forgot about this. Maybe if I use the cigar. Hold up. Magazine book, hornet's nest. Cigar. Okay. No, barely a difference. I completely forgot about this part. Okay, let's try the compass. Maybe I can do something with it. I wonder if I can cheat this night vision, but I cannot see it. I guess this counts. Oh, there we go. Come on, you got this. Although, considering I have many saves, yeah, this one makes more sense. Yeah, mouse and keyboard feels good. The directional WASD though, oh, you wanted EVA at 4K? Don't worry, I got you. EVA. Anyway, the 30 FPS PS2 animations with modern graphics is real weird, yeah. They call it faithful, I call it lazy. Yeah, the Legend 750 Ti. The card that made this channel happen. Didn't the original run at 60? Not on PS2. I think on PS2 was 30. Yeah, come on, get him. Nope, you die. Really? The previous times when I got that, it exploded on impact. But hey. I'm still not getting used to the controls though. Okay, definitely over the 3060, the 4060 is doing better at 4K and 1440p. You can do a higher resolution, but still, holding 60s is difficult. MGS 260, MGS 330. Yeah, I thought so. That makes a lot of sense. PCSX2 can do 120 on Intel iGPU. Well, yeah, the game is old. Please die. Jesus Christ. Finally. F you. I'm so used to the MGS5 movement that is way faster. This is more of a stealth game in comparison, but still. Feels weird going back to this. Yeah, you can also sell the high Cs for this one. If that's any comfort. Okay, so 4K, you can actually get 30s. Sorry about the dog. Ragdolls. Yeah, no, for 60 frames, you need a ridiculously powerful PC and upscaling. But again, I don't think it makes sense in this case. Just think about it for a second. Yeah, it looks good, whatever, I gotcha. But it's still sectioned off maps. We don't have a big open map. That's what really puzzles me. It's not like you have to see stuff into the distance, very detailed. You still have segmented maps, like on the original. If you keep going like that, it's just going to go into another map. It's not like there's an open map for this. 5070 will get 60s, yeah, but you need upscaling no matter what. And this part, it's hilarious. Hang on, I gotta save. Snake, do you want to save? Yes. Don't Be Poor edition. Yeah, this is MGS3 Rice Eater. You need to eat rice the rest of your life to have a powerful PC to run this. Excuse me, crocodile. Thank you. I want some more.
Not too bad.
So yeah, let's do the 5060. 4K, you can do it at 30. Balls eater. That's probably painful. There goes 5060. You have several UGREEN chargers. Thirst that one too. Yeah, it's great. I love the animations when you're charging something. If I plug in the Steam Deck, let's see the animation. Oh, it's already charging something. My bad. That's why it says eating. Yeah, I thought it was cute and I like it. No performance patch as of yet. And honestly, guys, don't expect a performance patch. We've been burned too many times. When was the last time we saw something significant like that happening in one patch? Sometimes it happens. I mean, with Cyberpunk, it happened quite a bit. But again, Cyberpunk is their own custom engine. This is UE5. These developers don't have a great track record when it comes to UE5 performance. Yeah, like Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers is UE5, runs poorly. But at the same time, yeah, it runs poorly, whatever. But the patch that they released actually locked the resolution to something lower. So if you put it at 100% resolution, the game was actually running at 66% resolution. They did the same with Dying Light 1. I remember the draw distance slider was what wrecked performance, at least back in the day. And what they did was they put the maximum draw distance, they lowered it to 50%. So the slider now was from 0 to 50%. But they didn't tell anyone in the patch notes. So that was a great performance patch. LOTF devs actually optimized their game but took a year. Oh, Lords of the Fallen. Well, yeah, that game got completely reworked actually. But again, it's pretty rare. Yeah. On Wu-Chang, they locked the resolution to something lower. And they pretend that it's native, but it's not. Yeah, it's not Konami. That's a good point. We're talking about Konami over here. I wonder how Silent Hill F is going to fare. Who is developing that? I don't know. But at least it's not a remake. So I have a little bit more faith. Just got here. How is the performance so far? It's locked to 60, but performs horribly bad. It's quite sad, honestly. While this loads, I gotta put 1080p as the main resolution, otherwise it's going to crawl. Freaking dog. Hold up, I'm going to close the door. Be right back. I gotcha. Yeah, even on high end, you need upscaling. And now it's compiling shaders. That's why you're seeing all those spikes in the frame time and the CPU usage. That's common. Yeah, the dog doesn't like UE5, yeah. The dog hears UE5 and starts barking everywhere. Can you play DLSS 4? Yeah, I can, but I don't know if I will on this stream. Because it will lower performance. Yeah, image quality will be better, but the game runs so poorly already that I don't know if it's worth my time to do that. We have release dates now. We need new date for playable date. Yeah. Please buy our early access version. Yeah, you're paying to do QA, basically. QA used to be a paid thing. What do you think of the current state of the Unreal Engine? I mean, I'm happy that it makes smaller teams be able to do something that looks visually striking. But at the same time, it allows people that don't have a lot of experience making games build something with pre-done stuff, which is okay. But now even AAA is saving money by paying people that maybe don't know how to optimize something. So that's what I think about the current state. The current state is There should be more people that know what they're doing building games on Unreal Engine. So on the highest settings, as you can see, it makes no sense to go ultra. Just by going from ultra to high, you get a massive boost. I mean, 10 frames ahead. And here if you go for medium, actually you can get 4 frames more maybe. But I think on this one we can keep it on high actually. That's on native. On quality, which again, this shouldn't be a thing, but we need to do it. There it does way better. But again, there's no way not to use upscaling to get decent performance. And I don't have audio, sorry guys. Let me fix that. Not even the latest 60 series can do 1080p 60. Yep. Hilarious. Pity you don't do AMD cards. Yeah, time is too limited, unfortunately. And I do the cards that people request. And unfortunately, a huge huge market is Nvidia cards. So I did that in the past, but people didn't seem to care much. So that freaking sucks. Because we need competition. I just saw a video of you playing MGS5 on a 750 Ti 1080p high 60. The jumping performance to this is insane. Yep. Yeah, MGS5 still looks great. You can tell that it's an older game with the graphics. But again, at least that game is open world. This is small chunks of maps separated by loading screens, like the original. It's the same game with better graphics and improved gameplay. So there's no excuse for the performance that we're getting. Oh yeah, there's a mine right here, I think. Yep. Used cards are the best ones to invest in these days. I agree. Yeah, definitely. 20 series, maybe 30 series as well. That's best value right now. No reason to go for a new card at the moment. Value is just not there. Oops. Oh, Snake, come on. There we go. Ah! And I should eat something.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. And let's remove the leeches with cigars. So on 1080p you can get very decent numbers, but decent doesn't mean perfect. You still need to use upscaling. Yeah, I know, it's pretty funny. Let's pretend the dog is not there. You can get 60 with a 4090. Yeah, you still need upscaling. I mean, I need upscaling even to play this at 1080p on this card to get 60s. Huh? 3070 Ti, 8 GB is getting long. Oh yeah, it's not a bad idea, that one. I like the raw performance of the 5060, but the only thing you don't like is the VRAM. I agree completely. I wasn't going to get this one, but you guys asked for it, so I was like, okay, fine. I'll get it. I wanted to get a 5060 Ti 16 gigs, but it was like 50% more expensive. So I was like, most people are not going to buy this one. Which again, it sucks. Because if this card had a 16 gig variant at this price, that would be the end of it. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to go behind you for a second. Don't mind me. I'm just with the US military. Thank you. Don't worry. The next one's on me. Is the game CPU heavy? No, it's not CPU heavy, it's just GPU heavy. Super GPU heavy. Like most UE5 stuff. Stealth 100. Okay, here's the base. This part has more enemies at least. Is it going to crash? No, it didn't. Okay, 1440p. For 1440p, I'm probably going to lower this to medium, but we'll see about that. Let's do 1440, yeah. Let's see if with balance we can hit 60s. I don't think so. No, we need to lower the GI and the shadows to medium. Medium. And we can get close, but not quite there. Do you have DLSS TAA still enabled? I cannot choose TAA or any of that stuff. I think that Axis and Ultra were a bad idea. Yeah, it still runs horribly bad. For people asking about low settings is the laziest low settings that you'll see. Just by putting low shadows and low level illumination, there's no longer lighting. There's no shadows, there's no ambient occlusion. Speechless. No, on low it looks worse than PlayStation 3. On PlayStation 3 at least, you still got lighting going on. It doesn't look vintage. The PS2 looks better than this on low settings. Patrol here.
We're under fire. Enemy position unknown. Commencing alert status.
Yeah, the PS2 version was blurry, but what I'm trying to say is that at least it had an art style going for it. With this game on low, it basically looks like not a game. It looks like a unfinished alpha state something. Surprise, motherfucker!
Patrol here. Enemy sighted. Commencing attack.
Oh, okay. Supplies. Noise. Okay. Yeah, as soon as you get into combat, you just lose 30 FPS. Supreme. Is VRAM being an issue in this game? If you go above 1440p, if you go for 1440p actually on Ultra, you're going to run into an issue with that, yeah. I forgot to pick up the AK. Maybe just put him to sleep like I did quite a few years ago when I was playing this on PS3. Tranquilizer for everyone. And this part runs at 60 because there's nothing going on. Oh, that was a great shot. Let me load up previous save again. Commencing virtuous mission now. So yeah, if you're doing 1440p, my advice is to lower the textures to medium maybe or high, with these two on medium and balanced upscaling, and then restart the game, which I'm going to do now for 4K actually. For 4K I'm going to do performance upscaling, but when it rains it's like 20 FPS less at night, so there's quite a bit of imbalance. I had to rewind Steam to see that shot again, how good it was. What shot? Which one of all the shots? AK gives you 20 FPS in this game. I mean, a lot of things in this game give you 20 FPS. Just put one setting to Ultra, and that's it. You lose 20 FPS in a heartbeat. Multi-frame gen 4x 10 FPS base. Let's go. Yep. Oh, Ocelot shot you when running. Yeah, he was like, I mean, it's Ocelot. I cannot be mad at him. He knows what's up. But he just twists his elbow to absorb the recoil. That's our bubble technique. Besides, that was some fancy shooting. He's pretty good. Uh, 4K medium, DLSS, performance. Yeah, Unreal GPU requirements. Oops, wrong save. Yep. What a shame. Even on PS5 it runs like garbage. Yep. Again, I think there's no reason for the game to run like this. But I'm going to expand on that later, don't worry. But PS5 can drop as low as 720. Oh. Close enough. See ya. And well, 4K, a bit better than on the 4060, obviously. And this can make the game look pretty sharp, but you need to lower texture quality to not drop into the 30s or below. VRAM can be very close to 8 gigabytes. You. Probably one in the roof, obviously. Aimbot. Stalker 2 is open world and runs a lot better. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Runs better, and it doesn't have segmented maps. And it has a lot of systems in the background that this game doesn't have. There's UE5 games that are a lot more impressive technically that run way better than this. So again, there's no reason for this game to run like this. It looks good, but not good in that way. Yep, bad. Stop saying it runs like crap on 1650. Yeah, it's going to run like crap on the 1650. That's my expectation, at least. Let's see if I can go into the cutscene. 8K on 5090 gets you around 20. Well, yeah, no surprises. Too bad this game doesn't have ultra performance for 8K players. Yes, UE6 will be so much better. Can't wait. There'll be so much content for my channel. Yeah, the screen tearing, I apologize on that. My capture card can do VRR, but the audio gets out of sync. So yeah. Anyway. So before I jump into the 1650, I mean, my only advice for this game, apart from using upscaling, is to put shadows and global illumination on medium, and you should be good to go. That's all you need to do. Ultra shadows and global illumination is more than a 20 FPS hit. High looks better, but you get better shading on smaller objects, especially the dark sides of the characters, so because there's more rays. And on medium, it still looks good. It's just a little bit inaccurate with the indirect lighting and the shadow resolution, but on low there's no lights. On low is basically flat. In this part it's not as obvious because there's not there's not a lot of sun. If I go back, it should be obvious. Yeah, here. On low you basically get no shadows and no ambient occlusion. So it's completely flat. It's stupid. No reason to go there. At that point, play the original. It makes no sense. Low looks good. It looks horrible. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm going to do Gears of War Reloaded, but probably tomorrow. We'll see. Okay. So again, low looks horrible, in my opinion. Why bother? Anyway. Let's go 1650. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Ugh. A sunny day in October. In the red October. Wish me luck. There it goes. Moment of truth. You have much more fun with Gears of War Reloaded? I hope so. It better. Advertises it as an 8K gaming GPU. Yeah, the PS5 was also advertised with 8K. Now it's outside of the box. It's no longer in the box, but it was funny. Here we go. Any thoughts? It will be... Do you think I'll be able to get 30 FPS at all? How's the weather in your country now? Right now, let me check. Weather. 17 degrees Celsius, or in American units, 63 Fahrenheit, and it's sunny. 720p FPS, performance 20, hell no. Okay. 30 FPS in Halloween mode. Okay. Yeah, I think I should start at 720 and go from there. It's funny to see my desktop at 720p. Look at MSI Afterburner at 720. There's my GPU, there's my driver, the latest one, by the way. And the game ready driver is probably not going to do anything, so heads up. Oh, and I forgot my coffee. Why are you avoiding? I'm not avoiding your comment, it's just I cannot get to read all of them and respond to all of them. 5060 good for streaming and recording? Definitely, yeah. You have the NVIDIA encoder, it's called NVENC, and I use that one actually on my streaming PC with it's a 4090, but the 5060 can do it. And you have AV1 encoding as well, which gives you, at a lower bit rate, way better quality. So it's ideal for streaming in that regard. Just lower the settings on some games to let the GPU breathe a little. You're using the magnifier? No, I'm not. But it looks like it, yeah. That's how you used to game when you were a kid? I've been for a while. I'm from Uruguay, South America, between Argentina and Brazil. We're a small country, 3 million people. It's pretty chill. Do you think the game will crash? No, I don't think so. Maybe, well, with the texture quality, actually, now that you mention it, the VRAM usage was always above 4 gigs. So that's a possibility, actually. I mean, the game recommends. The game says you need at least 8 gigabytes, and I've seen 6 gigs as a minimum when launching the game. So, yeah, that's probably going to hard lock the game at 20 if we are super VRAM bound. Yeah, the minimum it says is 2060 Super, but when they put the VRAM in the requirements, you know that the game really will use a lot of memory. A real cinematic experience, hell yeah. The way Kojima intended. Don't worry, I'm going to show you the way that Kojima intended in a moment. Yeah, maybe we can get away with it, we'll see. I'll first try not to make it look potato. And by that I mean, I won't start with the lowest settings. I'm going to start with everything lowered, with performance upscaling, with the lowest textures, but with medium global illumination. Let's see if at least we can make it look like the game. If that doesn't work, well, we're just going for potato mode. Only we have FSR and TSR, no frame gen, and we're using performance upscaling. So we're playing at 360p, basically. So 720p, low mid. TSR performance. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Alright, so far so good. VRAM is maxed out, RAM is trying to compensate. This is 360p though. Let's try and increase the resolution a bit. Let's see with quality. Okay, with quality, we're starting to get some drops. Yep, balanced. Again, I'm trying to make it not look potato. Apart from the resolution. I think that's not happening. Okay, potato mode. Potato. Welcome back, potato. And there you go. It's hilarious. At least I can do native 720. There you go. So good. But low is hilarious, guys. Because low is like, oh, okay, no lighting, no shadows, nothing. Imagine paying for this. Don't tell me that, please. Ooh, and here it drops even worse. Holy hell. Of course, the water. Too much water. Yeah, potato PC is different than 5 to 10 years ago. Yeah, the thing is, we reach a point of diminishing returns when it comes to graphics. I think games already look good enough for a while. Yeah, I mean, in this case, it's, in my opinion, way more worth it to play the original game. Because the original game at least has an art style going on for the visuals. There's an art style that makes sense. This on low clearly wrecks the visuals of the game. It makes no sense. Yeah, 40 isn't bad. I'm not talking about FPS numbers. What I'm talking about is you sacrifice even lighting. The game doesn't have lights. At nighttime or when it's raining, okay, that's fine, whatever. But there's moments on daytime as well. Yeah, MGS Master Collection looks insane with the HD fix. Ooh, see, look at this. What the hell is this? Guys, come on. Just look at it. I'm just going to do that change with GI and shadows. Look at the difference. Come on, man. What is those other graphics? Play the original, for fuck's sakes. The lowest settings is the laziest lowest settings I've seen in a while. It's like, okay, no shadows, no lighting, nothing. Not a single shadow. There's no even fake shadows. Zero effort.
This is HQ.
Control here.
Hang on. I'll have to do something super quick. Metal Gear Solid 3. Instead of 100 gigs, it's how many gigs? Come on. Download. Anyway, while that's doing its job, let's continue. It's like 17 gigs, the original obviously.
Sending reinforcements.
Use extra caution. You're still playing, play the original, and that looks worse no matter if it's 30,000 K. Okay. Tweak the settings more now. What else do you want me to tweak? Sure, whatever. Let's destroy the image quality for actual lighting. There we go. Now we can play at a horrible borderline 30. But the game actually looks like something now. There's nothing else to tweak. And well, this resolution, it looks like Snake has fur in his back. But it's just temporal instability of TSR. The strongest branch in the world. It's so noisy, I hate this. Yeah, my eyes need to be tweaked. Boom, headshot. It's fun, it had better accuracy at 28 FPS. I guess I'm getting old. No frame gen, unfortunately, no. Low spec gamer DNA. Yeah, it's been a while. He stopped doing his usual content. He now does kind of documentaries. Kind of a shame. I enjoyed his content. Oh well, what can you do? And well, as you can see, even if I do what I just did, in slightly bigger maps, you're still in the low 20s. Heads up! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Okay, so I'm going to show you something super quick. Was it? Yeah, here. Yeah, no, not happening. Sorry guys. Either the game looks potato and runs at 30, or the game looks slightly better but with worse temporal instability. And good luck. What was the PS2 version's FPS? 30. But it looks way too good on the PS2 to be considered a PS2 game. It's kind of mind-boggling. Yeah, I'm Snake from Low Potato City. Okay, there we go. So here we are, standing here. Let me put it on potato mode like we were a moment ago. So this is how you make the game run at all. Give me 1 sec. There we go. And let's see the master collection, which is not a great port, but we have enough hardware to do so. So let's compare MGS3 MGS Delta Snake Eater to MGS3 Master Collection in the same map for a moment. Which again, this is the PS3 version, the Master Collection. Rip Silent Hill F. Yeah. I think this one is forced 720, but that's okay. Bluepoint Games should be doing these remasters, actually. They actually do care. They're not part of Sony, so... No, the GPU just doesn't have enough memory. Screen settings, Windows mode off. Yeah, this needs mods to look correct. I think this is 720p. Yeah. I don't have a save. Can you change it to DX11?
After the
No.
end of World War II,
Not really.
the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the
They
beginning of
named
the
it
era
F
called
for
the
a
Cold
reason.
War.
Give me a sec.
Jack, I've got some important news.
And this one is also locked to 60, but I think you can unlock it with mods. So yeah, it does look worse, but hold up, my capture card died again. I hate when this happens. Come on. Did it die? Hold up. That's weird. I love when that happens. ¿Esta es la versión nueva? No. It's not the new version. This is the old version. I'm just trying to look at something. It's just my capture card hates me for some reason. Okay, it's not even detecting it now. That's hilarious. Okay. I guess I'll die. Not even this version lets you delete shadows. No, that's the fun part. Yeah, that's weird. Hold up. It was a different cable. My mic died as well. What the hell is going on? Let's try that again. What a weird day. Things keep failing. Let me check the options. Oh, okay. Full HD, 4K. They changed this. No, it's not made in China. think I'm going to plug in a controller for this. MGS Delta burned my PC. Live on stream. Yeah, no game audio. Yeah, I know. It sucks. I'm going to restart OBS. Give me 1 sec.
That's right. Survival is
All right.
fundamental to this mission.
I should be back now.
After you've been out in
Holy
the field
hell.
for a while, your
I don't
stamina
know what
will
happened.
start to drop. If your stamina gets...
But here I am. I don't know what happened with my PC, but a reboot fixed it. Gotta love when that happens. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. First time that this happens. Now at least the audio for the game actually works. Thanks. It's funny, there's horrible camera movement for this. Let me get to the parts for the comparison. Please don't drown, please don't drown. There we go. This one, I'm playing it at 4K on the 1650. It's also locked to 60, but I think there is a mod for that.
Snake, you're...
But definitely, of course, the visuals. I don't even... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I miss crouch walking. But I want just to do a side by side. I'm trying to get to the same area I was a moment ago. Major zeros. No, not the bees. Come on. There we go. They're distracted. So we run. Yeah, I cannot believe, that's what I'm trying to say. Those loading zones are still in the remake. Why? Us to be faithful to the game. Well, if they put loading zones, you don't have an excuse to make the game run like that. Come on, man.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside...
There we go. Okay. Here's where we released Unreal Engine tested too. Yep, I am. I just got our review code, so perfect timing. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I was talking about before the stream crashes again. Give me a sec. Okay. So the one on the right is the remake at the lowest settings, which means no lighting. And this is the original game. I mean, yeah, the materials are better, there's more grass, the resolution is much lower, obviously. But the game itself is the same. The controls are way better in the remake, in my opinion, but again, the game itself is the same. is better visuals and better controls. The core game is exactly the same. Well, of course, 4K 60 versus 360p 37 without shadows or anything. So yeah. So yeah, I don't think it's worth it right now, especially if you have a PC like, yeah, that cannot run the game at decent visuals and performance. So yeah, considering the price, I don't think it's worth it. And the performance, I mean, I will get it with maybe 50% off, but right now I don't think it's a good time. Wait for a deep sale, especially if you don't have a fast enough PC. Metal, no. Performance isn't solid. There you go. Ooh, 2.2 hours. Oof. Cool. Game is 100 here, you're good. Ooh, no, forget about it. But I have a surprise for you guys. A great surprise. I tried this on Steam Deck, and the video will be going live in how much time? Yeah, in 15 minutes. So you'll have that to look out for, I guess. Today, so in around 15 minutes, that video will be up. But I'll watch it with you guys, don't worry. I'll be in the comment section. I just have to redirect you automatically. So, one sec, redirect. Thanks for the $80 sacrifice. Don't worry, man. Happy to help. I spent $80, so you don't have to. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did crying over the past. And I'll see you guys in a few on the comment section of the Steam Deck video. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Love you all. See ya. Kept you waiting, huh?